Hey, what's going on, internet? Welcome to my round 2 of the Hakumite. You got a unorthodox Esper control mirror, his counterspells versus all my weird stuff and one-ofs. We'll see, if we have a little bit better showing than we did last time. We're gonna have another true duels of the Planeswalkers. So let's get the invites going here. It's about 9:30, close enough. So let's do this. I mean, my path to victory is basically going to be just tapping out for threats, not playing around his counter spells. Really, I can't. I just have to. I have to go at him. We'll get the invite started here. It's about 9:28, almost 9:29. Won't be 9:30 on the dot, but better early than late, right? So I hope his stream and chat are lively. I'm sure there'll be quite a few people rooting against me. That's okay. You always gotta have favorites and villains, or whatever you want to call it. But we're just gonna wait for players to join the match. And yeah, I mean, this is really gonna come down to Planeswalkers. Who resolves a Planeswalker? Like, I don't know if there's gonna be a whole lot of creature beatdown, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Like I said, my biggest fear is he counters my turn 3 play, slams turn 4 Gideon, or counters my turn 4 play, slams turn 5 Ob, and I can't deal with it. And I can't play Drago with him because, he has telling times and inspirations. Like, I just can't. I mean, looking at the lists here, he's got 3 telling times and 3 inspirations. So I'm on the play here, so this is a good start. So 2-drop. No, I mean, I have a Sky Spawner, but that's it. So I'm going to get greedy here and mulligan that. This is not good. But I have a channeling event. Fuck it. I probably should have kept the first hand with the Sky Spawner and just see what I drew. But now we're gonna be playing Drago for real with him. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand. I should have just kept the first hand and not gotten super greedy. So I mean, like, even if I do hit my blue, I'm gonna need to hit, like, consecutive blues. He's got 2 Felidar Cubs. There's a Jace. Okay, so we've got the Jace. That's 1 threat down. That's one way we can certainly lose. But I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with the lists. That's all 3 of the planes out of my deck. So there's only 2 more actual planes for Emiria Shepherd if it comes to that. I mean, if he has a Gideon, like, then I'm just in such bad shape. Here is a Chapel. Alright, instead of going at him with the vent this turn, I'm just going to get my blue. See if he has a telling time. He doesn't. So no real punish there. I mean, he could have complete disregard or Celestial Flare for my vent. I mean, can I play Drago with him? He's got 6 cards here. Question is, do I want to play Drago with him? Well, fuck it. Let's see where this vent gets us first. Unfortunately, I can't disperse my own vent. So it's got to be counter spells. He has no flare or disregard. Otherwise, I think he just would have immediately done something about that. But now we could be looking at a Hixus here. And here it comes. Okay, so he doesn't want to do the Hixus. So no inspiration either. So we're playing draw go. I mean, he only has one blue open, so I know he doesn't have Scatter or Bone to Ash up. I mean, to play around Spell Shrivel for this ring, I got to get the 9. But the good thing is, I'm gonna have some fodder in the graveyard for ring if I do resolve it, which is good. All right, there's the Ob. All right, so he's gonna get his card. All right, it says Epiphany. I need as much feel as possible. Like, this Reprisal not going to do anything, I'm at. No, probably the Languish is actually really bad. That's going away. Alright, so we got some feel here, boys. We got 2 Spell Pierces up. And yep, we got 3 munchies in the grave. So Ob's off the table for him, which is good. Alright, so he represented the Hixus last time. Oh, we're making him discard. Alright, so he discards a Read the Bones. Let's play our land. Now, if we activate Vent, that still leaves the 4 mana open and 3 activations. So we're going to play around the Flare here. I don't care if he gets this, to be honest with you. Yep, there's the Hixus. Not gonna get our land. And we'll smash in for 5. So now we got 4 in the grave now. Complete disregard. What does that do? Nothing really. I mean, he could have the second Hixus. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I tap out, go to 3. Get the Reprisal back just in case he has the other Hixus. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, he's got double blue now, so he's going to shrivel it, and I don't care about that. That's fine. I'll waste I'll waste a spell on that. Just get rid of this languish. Alright. So I got 2 spell pierces. So he can't play Ob. You just gotta wade through. So we know one of his 5 cards is Ob Nixilis. Well, there's the Shepherd. So let's see here. He's got 1 activation. He's got fuel for 3. Party of 3. Let's see what happens here. Is he gonna tap me down? No. What I want to do, I want to disregard this. Because I really don't have to play anything ever again. Is he going to block? Alright, so I gotta waste an activation here to make him activate something. And there we go. So he got his ring. Fucking thing almost fucking glitched out on me. I was about to have a heart attack. Alright, so we still gotta... I don't need to spell pierce that. Alright, so let's draw. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I tap it, I won't have lethal. Because it'll bring up to 7, but then I also need enough mana for that. Yeah, there's no need for that. Hey, look, another Emiria Shepherd. Alright, so what can I get back? I can get back a Flesh Bag. Let's see, how much mana am I going to leave myself with? Let's just take it slow. I want to have multiple spell pierces. I mean, I've got him next turn. I've got 9 power. I got plenty of fuel. I think I successfully maneuvered through his ring and his Ob Nixilis with my ring. I mean, I have more than enough activations. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 disciple activations. There is just no way he can fight through it. Oops. Counter that. Goodbye. And counter it again. Goodbye. And there we go. Niner. Let's do this. Alright, so last game started out like this, or last match, sorry. And then at the end of it, like, I guess towards the end of the game too, like when I felt like I had everything in hand, like I felt like I was in one of those videos where you show up to like the audition. Oh shit, we just fucking MLG'd the 100 versus battle. I don't have time for the air horns, unfortunately. But we'll get there. But yeah, I felt like, I was in one of those videos. I go in, I think I'm gonna get the, the photo shoot, the calendar shoot. Everything's going great. Then, all of a sudden, it's like, I'm on the couch. There's 10 dudes named Klaus and one named Gunther, and they're just mistaking my face for a porta potty. Like, it was a horrible experience. Something, my parents probably wouldn't be proud of what happened to me. Game 2, and then Game 3, obviously last game I just got ran over by an uncontested ob, which almost happened this game. But luckily I had just the right amount of disruption. So let's go. Yeah, that disregard turn, it wasn't letting me fucking pause, after he activated the ring, so I just had the fucking, Mongo on my fucking, elite controller. Shoutouts to my brother for getting me that for Christmas. Also, I want to give shoutouts to the Magic Duels Wikia, W-I-K-I-A. Yeah, dude, I think it's like, fuck, what's his name? Holy something. I'll put it in the info. Oh, now I'm on the draw. So this is good for the control deck. And I have a bunch of nonsense. I have a cub, but I won't get to play it till turn 3. Here is even more nonsense. I mean, this is going to be good against him, but I can't keep it. And, I got all this reactive shit. And this will have to do, pig. This will have to do. So we're going to leave a stream just in case we, hit the turn 2 Jace. Or the turn 2 Felidar Cub. We'll just fucking slam that shit. But now we got 2 sweepers and a complete disregard, so the shuffler has a complete disregard for my feelings right now. But yeah, the Magic Duels Wikia, I mean, there's like 621 pages he's created. So, you get all your info there. Like, he links to all the comprehensive rules for each keyword. So if you're new or if you want to brush up, you don't want to be one of those people who ejaculates a post on Reddit or NGA. Is this a bug? Like, look up the rules yourself and figure it out. So I mean, he's telling time. I can't punish this with this draw. I need my sky spawners. Like, I just have removal. I mean, his deck is more suited to win a control game. Like, I have no pressure, so. Well, there's a Venturino. So I have some pressure. Alright, so we're still not in Gideon range. Question is, can I lose this vent? I mean, he can't flare. It's only 2 complete disregards. I'm not gonna win by just fucking playing scared. Like, my hand doesn't do anything right now. It's just completely reactive. I lose my second white. Yep, so he had it. I can't play around that. I won't get anywhere. I mean, if he has a Gideon here, then I'm fucked. But you know, I have a disregard for his vent too if he decides to get feisty. So I don't have my second white now, but I'll live. I'm pretty sure. Alright, there's Hakumite. I mean, I have a clutch. If he awakens a land, if he gets feisty, I have a way to deal with it. But this is not the game I want to be playing with him. Alright, there's he has a telling time. Alright, so I am going to... Actually, I just flesh bagged that. I mean, I'm not going to get any better value off of flesh bag. So, let's go, boys. I can't really resolve anything else. I can languish, but then he just bumps it to a 5. So, I mean, flesh bag's got to be it here. I mean, when is it going to get any better? Even if the bug was still here, I could still pay the cost, so... Might have been a little hasty on that for him. So I still have disregard for his vent. I could be at 6 mana right now, but, you know. I have to go for it. So he's gonna vent. And you know, he's got his stuff up. So I can confidently say he doesn't have a Planeswalker. He doesn't have a Hixus. And yeah. We might be casting fucking 8 mana 4/4s. Alright, the dream. Oh, he's at fucking 8 mana. Is he goes for this. And then, you know, he counters it, and then I slam a land. We definitely let him attack first. So there's our complete disregard. If he wants to counter it, he can counter it. Alright. So again, we're under no pressure. We know he has a fucking counter spell, for sure. He could have the Bone to Ash. But let's try and hit our land drop here. I'm probably going to discard the Languish. I don't need it. And in the 4 open mana... I mean, it stops him from casting Inspiration, so... If you have it, pal, I mean, you have it. It's just, which counterspell do you have? Bone Dash should be the worst. Alright, Shrivel is good. I mean, I figured this be a Horribly Awry or something. But, you know, I'll let him have it. I don't want him to Inspiration there. You know, you could say, oh, you know, you could play around Spell Shrivel with Jace. Then, you know, I just get fucking wrecked by if he's holding a sweeper. 3 left, huh? I mean, we're almost ready to cast a Planar Outburst. I think he has an Inspiration, so... And like I said, I just have to go for it. I gotta jam him. So he does have the Bone Ash. That's probably the worst case scenario there. But it does not exile it. So my fucking Necromantic summons are live. And he has Inspiration? No, he had a Telling Time. So I wonder if he just drew that Bone to Ash that turn. I think he drew that Telling Time that turn, actually. Or maybe he drew that off the Bone to Ash. So he must have drawn the Bone to Ash. Yep, alright. Shit just got wild. Well, I can clutch that. You have another shrivel. Man, I do have a flesh bag. Will he counter that? Well, let's see. Let's just get this out of the way first. Alright, what can I afford to lose here? I can afford to lose this island. So I'll awaken that one. Alright, so he's got another counter spell. Like I said, I can't play around this shit. He has another complete disregard, he has one more. He can't Hixus me on that mana. So okay, he has another spell shrivel. I mean, we just gotta run him out. But I mean, you know, he found the Gideon. How many counters do we? 1, 2, 3. Plus the removal spell. So I mean, still 3-turn clock. I got time to find something. You can counter that. Alright, so he's going to inspire himself. But you know, I need a suppression bonds here. Stat. But yeah, I just had no action. I mean, I don't think I'm favored in this matchup. Like I need to come out of the gates. Actually, he's gonna make another dude. Oh my god. I mean, I guess I should have revivaled it before he drew. So he found both his planeswalkers in the top half, and 2, 3. I mean, there's no point in awakening it because he just obs it down. So this game's over. That's fine. I said I got no early pressure. I saw none of my planeswalkers. What did I see? I mean, I saw a Hummerit. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't know, I'm sure somebody in the stream will tell me, like, if he top decked that Bone to Ash for Alhammerit or not. I don't run Celestial Flare. He should know that. Yeah, I mean, he's back up to 6. I can't do anything about this. There you go. Still making dudes. Don't quite understand this. Well, I mean, like I said, there's no point. I mean, the only point in awakening this is to, but you know, we can pay for spell shrivel, so fuck it. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we're not getting out of this. I'm just fucking around now. There's some Cubs. I don't know why he's not playing those Cubs. I mean, we get hit that. Okay, is it lethal? Hixus? 6/5, yeah, Hixus is lethal. Doesn't have Hixus. I wonder if I'm getting slow rolled. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't need anything. I've lost. Still need to show him what's in my hand. You know, show him, like, you know, how I'm playing. So, we'll just go. Alright, so, yeah. I mean, if I was able to do my thing, like, you know, I'm built to beat, like, I think, you know, other creature decks, ramp decks, but I don't know, like, there's a lot of tokens and blister pods and fucking dragon fodders and whirler rogues running around, so... Gideon, you're indestructible. I mean, they had to put that on there too. It's so sad. Alright, so here we go. I mean, I don't think I did anything wrong. I could have waited on Jace. But I mean, you know, he still has Horribly Awry, Spell Shrivel, and Bone to Ash. Like, the only thing, like, I'm not playing around there is the Spell Shrivel. I mean, yeah, Horribly Awry, Scatter to the Winds, and Bone to Ash. So, I mean, there's just so much more stuff I gotta play around. So, I mean, I just jam it there and just hope I can stick and Alhammer it. But, I mean, I still had some live draws, but just didn't get there. I said, no, you know, some people are super try-harding. I mean, you know, I'm doing my best, too. Like, they're all about that fucking Xbox money. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm just... in it to keep this game from dying, keep interest high. Like, even if I fucking go 0-5, like, I don't give a shit, man. As long as you guys are watching, entertained, keep interest in the game until the Double Oath Shadows over Innistrad expansion comes out. It's a community effort. You can choose not to believe me, but that's what I'm in it for. So I'm not going to get too down if I go down here and end up, you know, in the O2 bracket, which I'm still technically not eliminated from top 8 in O2. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Alright, so I'm on the play here. I think I just got to snap keep any Sky Spawner hand that I can cast. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, I'm snapping this up. Fucking for real. He can't stop Jace on the play. It's got to be complete disregard. Like, he's got to have it. So I got a couple turns to play around with old JC Poo. I really need that fucking third land. Oh my goodness, I have 2 draws to a third land. And then it's off to the fucking races. I mean, I could theoretically land a turn 4 Ob. I mean, this is what I need to beat his deck. Alright. That's not the land we're looking for. So, let's go dig. That's not the land we're looking for. Do I need this Royal Spout? I mean, let's get a Shepherd in there just because. I mean, we have the summons. Alright, so he has a telling time, so he's gonna be digging hard for disregard, and he probably main phases it. He can't, like, fuck around with me fucking around with Jace. And then, oh no, it does come into play untapped. Alright, so, do I want an Epiphany here? I think I want an Epiphany because it gets me closer to flipping Jace. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'll pitch that. I mean, it's going to take a card out of my graveyard, but I'm okay with that. I'll have a threat. I hit my land drop. I should be able to flip Jace next turn. I mean, he's got to do something. I pitched this Royal Spout. So he hasn't found the Disregard. Maybe he found a Languish. I mean, if he finds a Languish, I just slam Ob. So I'm kind of doing it either way. I mean, maybe he's trying to fucking get it in response to the flip trigger. So I know I'm drawing a spawner. Royal Spout, get the fuck out of here. Okay, there we go, boys. Evolving Wilds for the win. Get that Plains. Flip that Jace. Yeah, I'll discard this island. Why not? Plus that Jace. I mean, we might just win with the fucking Jace ultimate. I don't want him to Inspiration, so counter something. I mean, horribly Orion to Telling Time is his best thing. I mean, if he wants to Bone Dash, he can Bone Dash, whatever. Alright, so he has Disciple of the Ring. Fuck yes. Alright, boys, we're doing it. We're fucking doing it. Alright, so let's just slam Ob here. Minus the fuck out of that shit. He should have waited. He got, I mean, I don't know what he had, but I don't know. I don't want to be overcritical, like, you know, some people in the tournament. Like, I think he's playing well. I could have sandbagged that land, but so let's see what we draw with old Abenstein. Do we threaten the Disciple of the Ring? Because I can always flash this shit back. I mean, let's just make him counter it, dude. We can flash it back next turn. I mean, if you got a Spell Shrivel, you got a Spell Shrivel. Not. Hey, look, I'm using the other person's graveyard. Okay, that's fine. We bait out. We can't flash it back anymore, but whatever. We baited out another Spell Shrivel. Neither of my Planeswalkers are going to die to his 2-power guy. And so, yeah, so he's definitely fearing the Ob train. Oh, what is he doing? I was about to say that's going to be unfortunate. Oh, he wants Jace. And we're just going to play the Planeswalker dance here. Got some more useless Fleshbag Marauders. What can I flash back here? Is there anything worth flashing back besides an Epiphany? Let's see what happens. Okay. Nothing. So, I mean, I'm just going to play this game. Alright, another telling time. Okay, so he's up to 5. Alright, there's his Jace. But I'm going to have a sea of Flesh Frag Marauders coming at him. Let's see how many of these he counters. I mean, I can pay the Spell Shrivel cost. Because worst comes to worst, I just fucking minus Ob. Here, dog, you can have that. I want a 3-power guy. I mean, I could have baited the block on a Shambling Vent. I mean, we know he has a counter. Like, it was just a telegraph to the high heavens. Alright, no Hixus. Alright, so now we're going to draw. Hey, there's the Reprisal. That's really good for us. And we're not going to do that. Alright, and we'll play the waiting game with him. I mean, he's still at 39, so I think I won't fucking minus Chase till he gets to 10. Okay. Let's draw here. All right, let's Scabarino. It's probably gonna counter that. Okay, that's fine. Like I say, we're just gonna run him out of stuff. I don't need to flash anything back. Three cards. He's running out of time. He can't kill either of my guys. He can go for the Planar Outburst Awaken play, but I have Reprisal for that. And if he fucking double activates, then I have free reign to do whatever the fuck I want. So, I mean, he's playing like I'm just gonna ultimate Jace, like on the spot. I mean, it would take 6 spells. Alright, so I have free reign to do whatever. Like I said, you can't hit either Planeswalker. Alright, so now's the time to draw a threat. Alright, double Jace. And I assume next turn he's going to go after Obnixilis. Alright, so let's see if we can draw an actual threat. Mire's Malice. Oh my god, give me Mire's Malice, dude. Alright, there's an Epiphany, number 1. So let's dig. There's a summons. So, I mean, I don't foresee myself ever languishing. So I can get his, I can put a ring on it. But what can I get from my graveyard? I mean, I could have got the shepherd there, but like I don't really have anything powerful to bring back. So I'm gonna get his ring again. I'm not gonna get his Jace because that's stupid. And he can't complete disregard, is no longer on the table. So I mean, he's gonna have to outburst here. And then I could just flashback summons again. So I've learned from my mistakes, officially. He's just going to pass the turn. Well, I'm just going to beat him with an Obnixilis Emblem. I mean, if that's what he wants to do. Oh, yeah, I probably should have, you know, waited. But I'm just going to plus my Jace again. And I'm just going to wait him out. Now's the time to kill Obnixilis. Can't do anything about it. He can outburst me, but I can fucking spell pierce it to oblivion. Actually, I only have 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I have fucking 5 spell pierces in the yard. All right. It begins. Pikachu, I choose you. Alright, so he's going to draw in response. He's going to make me draw. Okay. I appreciate that. It's flashback summons. Let's just make sure we don't get too cute here. Let's put the nail in the coffin. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just not going to do anything. I don't need to do anything. But hit my land drops. He might try and deck me. There's a Coverino. Let's make sure we don't get too fancy here. I'm not gonna need this planar outburst anytime soon. I don't need to tap out for this Gideon. I don't need to fucking waste fucking counters for a Celestial Flare. All right. Is that getting scattered? Alright, so still 4 spell pierces. Let's make it 5. Not gonna swing with the other one. Alright, we got it. Got him. Woo! Good game, Westain. That was a thinker. So props to Westain for streaming. Props to everyone who showed up for Westain's stream. If you're there, you know, give him a follow. He does a lot of retro gaming. I actually want to check out his Ogre Battle replay for Super Nintendo. Which, if you never played that, the game is the shit. Kind of really weird reputation system, whatnot. But you know, control on control. I hope I didn't make any mistakes or got too, you know, cautious there at the end. But yeah, again, everyone who's you know, supporting the tournament, that was the last match of round 2. We'll probably have pairings tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. And we will see you then. So again, thanks for all the support. Check out, you know, the link on NGA. Check out Hakeem's channel, everyone's channels, Westain's channel, the Magic Duels Wikia, fucking Haunted Flower, and all that shit. I just sound like I'm fucking shilling for nonsense, but you know, I really do want this game to live and not die, because I think if we can survive long enough for the fucking Oath Shadows double expansion, like, this game is really gonna be good and really take off. So again, thanks to everyone tuned in. Sorry for those who were rooting against me. You know, I did my best, but I fucked up in that regard and won. So have a good weekend, everyone. Later.